morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? This is Eva with Stitching in the Interlake. I would really like to welcome any of my returning subscribers and, of course, my new subscribers. Anybody out there who is new that has just come across me that has been linked to my channel, anything. Thank you so very much for taking time out of your busy day to come and spend a little bit of time with me and with Miss Twinkletoes, who's having a dream and she's moving around. And Jonah is over there in his little hut. So yeah, today is the 17th of December. And the time is getting closer to the big man in the red suit, to New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and then, of course, my move. My move is coming up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What is it? 18 days now? It's getting down there. It is getting down. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah. It's hard to believe that it's almost here. Goodness gracious. So anyway, here you can see I am working on Father Christmas. And do I have the picture here? In amongst everything else? No, I don't. I can't find it at the moment. But if you want to see what it looks like, then just go back to a couple of days ago and you'll see it. So, yesterday I really needed the rest. I really needed to have some downtime, and I'm glad I could do that little bit of a haul there yesterday. And I'm glad that you all enjoyed it. So great support for that. And I was thinking, you know what? At the beginning I said, it can be about stitching, diamond painting, life in general, and even hauls, right? And the hauls don't have to be necessarily cross stitch, though it's nice to have some cross stitch, of course. So I'm just going to continue working on here. But I slept so well last night. Oh my gosh. I did take melatonin, and I think I slept right through until Lilybell finally got me up at, what time was it? 5:45? I think it was 5:45. Yeah. And so anyways, I got up and but I didn't feel like I had slept out. And then, of course, after I'd gotten up and came in here to, look up what happened overnight and all that, I started getting the essential tremors again. So I knew that I hadn't slept out. And these tremors that I have, or jerky movements, or whatever you want to call them, I kind of looked it up, and they said it has to do with the serotonin levels in the brain. And most of you should know that serotonin is the feel-good chemical in your brain, right? So if you have good serotonin levels, then you're happy and all of that. And if it's low, then you feel depressed and that's. So that's why a lot of people take the SSRIs, which is serotonin specific reuptake inhibitor, which means that the synapses at the end of the, not really nerve bundles, but at the end of the nerve, and then it sends the signal on, and it's almost like a relay point. So anyway, these joints or relay point, a lot of times the serotonin can just stay back instead of moving forward. And so what the SSRI does is to prevent that reuptake of the connection point before, instead of it just staying there or being reabsorbed back in there. It stops that so that it can move forward. So, but anyway, yeah. So I had a bit of a snooze this morning, and it was good. It was good. I feel better. It is, excuse me. It is going to take me probably until Monday to recoup entirely. And from my outing on Wednesday, I just, excuse me for my frog. Gosh, I can't even talk again. Need some more water. So, yeah, it really, I just get so exhausted. So I'm kind of looking forward to it, that when I move, that I can just, I can go to the pharmacy, and I can go to the store, and I can go to the post office, and it's just right all there. And then I just come home. So I could be gone and home in half an hour. So that part's going to be good. Of course, being further away from the city means that the selection isn't as good. And if you want something, you got to pay for that, right? You don't have much. There is the Shop Easy in town, as well as the Co-op. And Shop Easy is a good place for the no-name stuff. And so, yeah. And the Shop Easy is the place where if you go for it, the alcohol is. And they have a liquor store in there. And yeah. So, not that I drink it. I'm just saying. In the country, everything is kind of combined, right? It's if it could be a one-stop shop, if it could be just a big mall, then it would be good. I found out that the library is open from 11 till 4 Tuesdays and Thursdays, and from 10 to 1 on Saturdays. Boy, they've just cut right back. Just the funding's just not there. And that is so sad. When I was young, libraries were my safe place. They were absolutely my safe place. When I had no place else to go, when my father kicked me out of the house and locked the door behind him, and I could only come back at whatever time, noon or, by 4 or 5, that I would go to the library and I would spend as much time in the library as I could. I'd sit on the floor and I'd look through the Nancy Drew books and and I would just spend time there. I loved reading books. Still do. So I was going to show you here that I found one of my books that I like to read. And that is these ones. The Love Inspired. So I hope you can see that. Inspirational romance. So they're clean romances. They're basically from a Christian perspective. And I like these ones with, canine, and it doesn't matter. I like Love Inspired. And I also like Harlequin Intrigue. Okay. And Love Inspired is they used to be from Silhouette. And now it is that it's under the Harlequin banner. But it is part of the Love Inspired Suspense group. So I do really like these ones. And it's Christmas Canine. Oh, I think there's 2 stories in here. Yeah, there are. There are 2 stories in here. Holiday Heist and Alaskan Christmas Chase. And yeah, you see here it is a Christian based. So it says here, these things I have spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer, I have overcome the world. John 16, verse 33. So if anybody comes across any used books, or you have these laying around, I'm very interested. I would love to get some of these and the Harlequin Intrigue. I've always been interested in mysteries. Always, always. And that started with my love for Nancy Drew. And I even read the Hardy Boys, too. And, oops, sorry. So, yeah, it really, that's where my love of reading really grew. Oh, maybe I'm almost done here. Oh, nope, got on this side. Yeah, got on this side. So I don't have very much left of this color. But, yeah. So, is everybody getting ready for Christmas? Getting your house ready, or your apartment, or your trailer, or your camper, or wherever you live? Are you, maybe you're living in a car? I'm not one to judge. I don't judge. That's the one thing I learned in DBT, is non-judgmentalness, right? Where we may not agree with things, on how people live their lives. But the thing is, always remember, I don't know if you've heard the term, not my circus, not my monkeys. Yeah, that's basically it. Not my circus, not my monkeys. So, as long as I find, as long as you're not hurting someone mentally, physically, sexually, emotionally, or traumatizing someone or anything like that, you live your life. You know, if you're Christian, yes, because you know I am. I'm a Catholic. Looking forward to going to Mass or church services starting in January. Yes, yes, yes. You know, or you're Muslim, or you're Jewish, or you're Hindu, or Sikh, or whatever it is. I do draw the line, though, at, now I'm being judgmental. No, I'm not going to go. But I do draw the line at, like, Satanism and that kind of stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Now, if you're into Wicca, that is different, right? That's different. But if you're into Satanism and that, no, I'm sorry. You can just kind of move on. This probably wouldn't be a good place for you anyways. So, but anyway, yeah, so I heard the other day that I think my son Christopher is coming out for Christmas Day. So that's good. I'm looking forward to seeing him again. I have his birthday card here and I have some food for him. So I'll put that in a bag or a box. No, I gotta save my boxes. So probably a bag. So, and I got him 2 gift certificates. One was from his birthday and one here is for Christmas. So he can buy some groceries, or he works full time. He's a transit operator. It's just that him and his wife are separated and she's taking 90% of the money. And it's supposed to be for the kids, but yeah. And if you don't know, he's got 8 kids. Yes, 8. What comes after 7 and before 9? He's got 8 kids. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. But, yep. Should have stopped at 3 or 4. But he didn't. And again, the saying, not my circus, not my monkeys. So he's the one that has to deal with it. And I don't see any of my grandkids. None of them. I wish I did, but not to be. And it's not like they live that far away. I mean, they live about 2 hours away, but still. So anyway, yeah, so I'm going to do some packing here. I'm going to have lunch first. It is 20 to 12 right now. So I'd like to pack up a couple of boxes. Jeffrey brought me a nice big box. It was a Costco box. And I'm going to use that for all my like, what am I saying? My blankets and some clothes and, things like that. Where I need that extra. But it's getting to the point here. I don't know where to walk anymore. I don't know. I don't know. But is anybody else feeling it in their joints from this cold? And we do have cold here. Alexa, what's the forecast?
Currently, in Oakville it's minus 13 degrees Celsius with mostly cloudy skies. Today, you can expect cloudy skies, with a high of minus 13 degrees and a low of minus 18 degrees. Happy Friday.
Alexa, what's the forecast for tomorrow?
Here's the forecast for tomorrow in Oakville. Look for cold temperatures, with a high of minus 15 degrees Celsius and a low of minus 19 degrees.
Now, I did look at the long range forecast from 2 weeks, but we know how that changes, right? They can't predict the weather no more than I think farmers can know the weather more so than the weatherman or woman. But anyways, so on the 31st, which let me go back to this. 1 week from today, it is Christmas Eve day. That just blows my mind. And then, 2 weeks from today, we are at New Year's Eve day. And it's just boggles my mind at how fast the year has gone. Now, I don't know about anywhere else, but I was watching today that what was I going to say? I was watching today. Oh my gosh. No, sorry. Lost it. It'll probably come to me. So, but, oh yes. It's about the COVID. And how places like in Ontario and Quebec, I think, they're starting to put more restrictions on people's movements. And the thing that gets me with this, they say the Omicron is becoming the most prevalent variant, which is fine. And it's more transmissible. Okay, fine. But it is less deadly. Okay. But the thing is that the Omicron variant, it is striking the unvaccinated, but it is also striking those people who are fully vaccinated with even their third and fourth shots. So for me it is like I only took one, and that was only because I felt like I was pushed and bullied and cajoled and like frowned upon and whatever else, right? Because I think I had COVID in January of 2020. And I consider myself fully vaccinated. And I think that I have, I'm better vaccinated because I've acquired natural immunity. I have natural immunity to it. Now, does that mean I won't get it? No. But I think it is that having natural immunity far outweighs any vaccine. And that's just my personal opinion. Okay? I am not saying, not in any way, shape, or form, that you should not take it, the vaccine. Okay? If that's your choice, then that's your choice. Again, not my circus, not my monkeys. I'm just saying that because I had COVID, and I had it pretty severe, and that's before it even was recognized in Canada. And they didn't recognize it until February sometime, or March. But anyway, I think that I think I'm okay. So for me, remember, this is just for me. I'm not taking any more. So I did my part, took the first one, and I got it. So that would be equivalent to the second one. So, yeah. And I'm not one for the, what do you call them? The papers, you know. I just think that's, you know, I know that I can't go in places, and that, like, I can't go to a restaurant to sit down and all that, but that doesn't matter to me because I don't go to a dine-in restaurant anyways, or to a movie theater, or to a concert, or a sporting event, or anything like that. Nope. So for me, it doesn't bother me. But yeah, so that's my soapbox moment. Oh, yeah. So I've seen that a lot of you there, you've been getting your European town. And just a reminder that once I move, Laura from Stitching with Laura and myself, Stitching in the Interlake, will be doing a collaboration, if you will, working on European Town. Okay. Now, how come I got, excuse me, how come I got this from Laura is because I sent her my 11 count and I got a 14 count. So I'm very happy with this, and I hope you can see that. So we're going to start in January. Probably not the first week because I'm moving on the 3rd of January. So we'll probably leave it until I don't know, the next week. So whatever that day is, the 10th, 9th of January. So I will pick a day where I will do it. and I will stitch, and I'm only doing one day a week when I'm on camera, when I'm doing my videos. Okay. I may work on it outside of that. And then Laura, Stitching with Laura, she is doing another day where she will do it. And if any of you watch Natalia from Lovecraft Forever, she also does hers, and her day is Wednesdays. So that means that you have 3 days, and that's just from us. Okay. There are, I'm sure there are lots of other ladies, and perhaps a few men, who are stitching it as well. So you're more than welcome to come and spend time with me and Laura. She'll pick a day, I'll pick a day. And so, I mean, that's 3 opportunities during the week. And I may do it that as I'm watching Laura stitching, that I might work on it. So it's just something we thought would be good. And I would have started it now, but because I'm moving in 18 days, I don't need to have, anything more out. So, but the rest of the time, when you see me, and I'm on every day unless something else happens, I get too tired, or I've gone to the city, or, whatever it is, right? Or I'm sick, that I will, I'll be doing it once a week. Okay. And I post every day. And Sundays and Wednesdays, I will do floss tube, and that is where you see me face to face. I also, because once I move, I'll have a nice big table in my craft room, that I'm going to be working on some diamond paintings. So you're going to see me do that. And because I have a couple here that I want to finish. And so we'll see what happens, right? We'll just see what happens. Just going to play it by ear. And we'll see what you all say once I move. If you would like it that I do one day a week, one video a week where I do just diamond painting, one where I work on European town, one, 2 days a week, Sundays and Wednesdays, that I do my floss tube. So I'll leave it all up to you guys, what you think. Oh, I have my new address. It doesn't take effect until the 4th of January, because the 3rd of January, they're still closed. But the 4th of January, I will post my new address down below. You can also, my email address stays the same, and Facebook, of course, stays the same. So I have a dedicated Facebook group called Stitching in the Interlake, and I would welcome any of you to come and post pictures or conversations about stitching related, or close to stitching related, or diamond painting related, or hauls, or books that you've read. So, oh, yesterday I had asked that if anyone has, like books like this, or if you have like Debbie Maycomer, Fern Michaels, Susan Wiggs, any of the others. I would really love it if you have an old book, or you might have a new book and you're finished it and you'd like to pass it on. I would be interested. Just one book, though. Okay? Just one book is fine. Because I used to have a beautiful collection of Harlequin books. Beautiful collection. And I don't know, they just all became lost over time, and I had yard sales and everything else. So yeah, they just went so fast. Because I wasn't going to start dragging them around anymore. But now I'm kind of interested in reading paperbacks again, or hardcovers. I do have some Debbie Maycomer in hardcover. But I would like to try and slowly get my collection up again to something. And I solely blame this on the videos that I'm watching on book reviews. And there's one lady, she's from Toronto area, and she does book reviews, and they're fabulous. And there's a lot of YouTubers out there that do their books. And I mean, like, they talk about reading like 6 books in a week. It takes me weeks to get through one book. And I don't know how they do it. Like, do they skim read it? Is it just that they read and they go, yeah, I don't want to read that. And then they go on, oh, I don't want to read that. And 2 or 3 pages later, oh, yeah, okay. I don't know. If I have a book, I want to read every single word, and I want to hear that word in my head. I'm not one for rapid reading. Oh, this one lady, she did her survey and asked how many books people have read, like in a year or whatever, or a month, or I don't know what it was. And it was like 1 to 10. Okay, that's me. Because I can probably do 2 books a month, but it's usually about 1. Depending on the book, right? Because I usually only read just before I go to sleep. So, but, and then she went through, and there was actually like 5 or 6 people who had read, it must have been a year, I think. Must have been a year. Unless it's a month. I don't know. I don't know how they did it. But they read 200 plus books in a month, or a year, whatever it is, or a quarter, or whatever it is. I don't know. I don't remember. So it's, yeah. Is it a race there to see, oh, well, I could go through and say, take this book, for instance, and I can go through and I can go, Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, and do like that, and then like that, and then, you know, and then I can get down here to the back and I go, yeah, 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 and wait a minute. Just a minute. Yep, I finished the book. There, done. You know, took me all of like 2 minutes. Sorry. Is that really reading? Is that really enjoying a book? Especially when you have to pay. Like, I know that most of these ladies, they get used books and they get books given to them and that. And, but there's no way. I would lose totally what they're talking about. And sometimes they'll go through audiobooks. And this one lady, she's got like about 4 books on the go at one time. So she'll listen to an audiobook while on the treadmill. And then she'll read another book, you know, and then she'll have an Kindle book or Kobo or whatever it is. And like, no way. I focus on one book and I focus on enjoying that book and reading it and immersing myself in wherever they are. Like I'm reading Return from the Center of the Earth. It's a Greg Beck novel. And I read the other 2 in the series, so this is the 3rd. And he likes to do trilogies. So I'm assuming this will be the last book in the series. I'm hoping so. I don't know. I'm over halfway now. I'm 60% done the book. So I guess we'll see. Anyway, it's already almost, well, it's after 12 now. It's close to 5 after. So I'm going to let you all go. And I will be back with you tomorrow, God willing. And as the countdown begins towards Christmas, and then New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and then for me, my move. I better hustle too. Got a lot left to pack. So, on that note, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. So, from Miss Twinkle Toes and Jonah over in his hut, she's got to go out. I know she's looking at me. And myself from the beautiful community of Oakville, Manitoba in Canada, I will say, toodle-oodles, everybody. God bless you. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye.